Good morning. Welcome into... What the fuck? It did the audio for the transition twice. God damn. Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. My name is Graham Day, and I'm joined by Bibby, who's polishing it off. The cheeky look at the camera there didn't make that look suspicious at all.
Making eye contact, Graham.
Nice. This is what people are tuning in for. I'm joined by Bibby. I'll read Bib.
Hi, Graham. How we doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Shining them up. Shining them up.
Sunshine, shine, hush, hush for your eyes. Hey, there you go. You see? Nice, nice. Welcome in, everyone, to twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. My name is Graham Day. This is Bib.
The size of this moth.
That is a massive moth, and we are Ice Cream Uploads. Plus, this is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. We are live at twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads, where all of you guys are watching right now. I can see JMK, who was in Supreme early, saying exclamation mark time. The time is currently 10:27 and 28 seconds, which is basically 10 a.m.-ish. It literally is.
Confirmed.
10 a.m.-ish. Fuck me. What? The closest hour that we started was 10 a.m. What is this? We did go live saying that we were playing PUBG, though. We may have forgotten to change the category, but that's okay, because JMK noticed it. It's basically an inclusion. It was an engagement driver that we did to get people to comment in chat on purpose, and we didn't forget to change it at all, 100%.
No, absolutely. I told you, Graham, obviously the PUBG partnership stuff goes off of stream time, so what better way to, try and get that stream time up than just put us in the category and actually not play the game?
Yeah,
that's what most people do, right?
So another PUBG stream. Let's go. Let's go. I love that intro, says Tiny Yoda, which was just the infomercially intro bit at the beginning, and then we got an ooh afterwards. Is that the first time you've seen the proper new intro, Yoda? What did you think? Imagine if that ice cream truck was in PUBG. Oh, imagine. I must still be asleep. I see you streaming, also 10 a.m. I know, imagine streaming when you're supposed to be streaming. What is this?
No way.
Nah. Sorry. Terribly sorry. Conrad, welcome in. Nietzsche, oi, you mucky sausage man. How are you today? I'm all right. I'm fine, mate. Spidge's in. Big double scoop, please. We got you, homie. Mr. Ice Cream, hi.
Fucking hell, size of this moth.
Oh, the moth's back again. Fucking hell, that's twice. There's two moths already. God damn. Was that the new PUBG emote Bib was doing? What, the shake weight? No.
I've had gel in my hair all week, right? And now I haven't got it in. I feel like I look like fucking Lloyd Christmas. Like I've just got like one straight fringe. I'm just trying to... make myself look a bit more...
Gact has that on lock. Gact already has Casper the Friendly Fringe, so he's already got that. You're fine. You're good. I can see a box that says PUBG behind technically, so it's PUBG related. Exactly. Yeah. So that's a PUBG box. That's a PUBG box. No, there's no PUBG stuff there. It's all in that box, but that's actually a Sniper Ghost Warrior box. But it's full of PUBG stuff. It's fine. Yeah.
Same. But totally different.
Good morning, 12. How you diddling? Welcome in. The moth episode was too funny. Straight fringe looks closer to a McDonald's sign. Ooh. Welcome in, everyone. McDonald's signs or not, you're live on Twitch. Or maybe you listen to this on demand, because we are live on Twitch, where we go live each and every single weekday at 10 a.m.-ish. But the live stream is turned into a podcast, a video on YouTube, and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and Amazon Music and Google Play. Lots of places where you can watch and listen to this podcast on demand. So please do feel free to grab yourself a drink, some snacks, and keep yourself comfy for the next hour or so, because we're going to bring you the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories from the world of video games, plus our thoughts and impressions. But then we want to hear your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. That's kind of how the whole show works, and it must work, because over 200,000 people have watched and listened to this podcast on demand. So please do feel free, if you're watching this on Twitch, to get involved on behalf of all of those beautiful people. Before we go any further, there is a few things to mention. The first thing, which is pretty important, is Monday is loot drop day. It is a bank holiday, so we're going to roll it till Tuesday. So if you are a sub on... Are we exporting it on Tuesday then?
Yes, because neither of us are probably going to be in, because it's bank holiday Monday.
Yeah. So if you are a subscriber not on... type that faster, fucking hell. What?
I replied to Swell's comment saying he was 243,000 sprinkles away from a mod application.
It's already been declined. I was like, I thought he was talking about me being like talking faster or something like that. I mean, that's what I do with the intro, because it's cool. It's cool to have a script. It's cool to have something that people can hear and over again. But It's also something that people have got to hear over and over again. So I do it, but I do it fast. But anyway, nice. Yes, on Monday, it would be the loot drop day. So anyone that is a subscriber at 3 p.m. Nice, 3 p.m. on Monday would be in the list. We would export that list and then do a random wheel draw to see who would win a prize. Monday is a bank holiday, so we'd roll it to the next Monday, which is a bank holiday. So we'd roll it to the next Monday, which is pretty much next month. So we've decided to just move it to Tuesday for this month because, unprecedented sort of bank holiday-ish. So Tuesday will be the loot drop. So anyone that is a sub on Tuesday, you could bag yourselves a prize. Shout out to Batman Dan, who finally got his copy of Star Wars Jedi Survivor because that is out today. So 2 months ago, he won the loot drop. He has that now.
Yeah. Are you getting it?
I am going to get it. I was going to pre-order it, but I thought I've not finished Potter. I've still got lots of PUBG to play and stuff, so I'm going to, for the sake of a couple of Obi-Wan skins, I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to wait till the price comes down or something, because even if I buy it now, I'm not going to play it now, so I might as well sit on my cash and buy it if it comes, buy it when I'm ready, and it'll probably be cheaper then. So I am definitely going to play that game, because I loved Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Survivor is out today, though, so shout out to Batman Dan, who has that. Shout out to Sam, who should have his ICU hat. Flat peak, though. Shame. Possibly tomorrow, depending on how fast international shipping is to Sam's gaff. I was going to say where he's from, but I don't want to say it because people don't know. So to Sam's house, that could be with him tomorrow, could be with him early next week. So loot drops, we're almost back up on top of it, and then we'll have another one next week. Star Wars is the one with Captain Steve, right? It is. That's exactly the one. Nice. As well as that, shout out to our channel sponsors, ! Astro. If you're after some cool, and I say cool, I mean literal badass headsets for gaming, then do feel free to bag yourself some Astro headsets. We are wearing them. This is a hashtag ad, but it's not a hashtag ad. We were partnered with Astro after using them for years. So we're partnered with them because we like them. So if you want any Astro stuff, do feel free to buy it using our code. You will save yourself some money and support our channel. And the same thing with GT Omega 2. If you want to bag yourself a new GT Omega chair, whether you want a nice, cool racing bucket seat, whether you want something a little bit more ergonomic like the Zios that we're sat on, same. Use our code and you can save yourself some money whilst supporting the channel. After that, speaking about partners, we have to mention this because you guys have absolutely been smashing it on social media in terms of support for us. So we applied to be PUBG partners, as we've done every year for the past 4 or 5 years, or whatever it's been. And we didn't get partnership once again. I mean, last year we applied, it was a bit of a roll of the dice. You could see us getting partnered, but you could see us not getting partnered. So it was a bit disappointing, but we weren't really bothered, really. Whereas this last year, we have done a lot. We've had a community meetup in our studio. We had a 24-hour subathon to allow us to pay for the community meetup. 24-hour subathon, which was supposed to be multiple different games, although over 12 hours of it was PUBG. so there was that. Yeah. There was the Royal Rumble. There was the Royal Rumble Reborn, plus all of the bits in between. We've taken part in Code Red stuff. We jumped on 12's 24-hour stream to do some pacifist runs and any other bits in between as well. So it was a shame to not be approved for PUBG partners this time. Based on channel metrics is all it said, even though our metrics are really good as well. So we did say, judging just by channel metrics doesn't really give you the full feel of ICU. So if you want us as partners, then you're not just getting our metrics, you're getting access to everything else that we bring to a partnership program. And I feel like the community management team at PUBG are fully aware of what we bring. Kruske, Tech, we've spoken to those guys before a bunch of times. I mean, we had obviously Kruske on the last Royal Rumble, so he knows the scape and scope of ICU's potential. So the fact that Tech and Kruske are aware of that stuff, I don't think is the problem, because I think that those know what we bring to the table. It's just whether the partnership team do, and I feel that's the thing, is a partnership team probably had a bajillion applications, and what that is processed through was Sidekick, which is a program where you link your social channels, and they're looking at numbers and just seeing numbers and going, oh, okay, ICU's numbers are dragged down because of things like this. We're doing the scoop right now, and we get less numbers doing the scoop than we do playing Resident Evil, than we do playing, what was the other one? Dead Island. Than we do playing PUBG, because that's just nature of the beast. Nobody really wants to sit and watch. I say nobody. You guys do. You're the ones that matter. A lot of people don't want to sit and watch podcasts or can't sit and watch a podcast being recorded live. And we get that. We understand that. But we don't care. It's not about the viewership and numbers for us. It's about making content that we care about, that matters to us. We work in the video games industry, so talking about the video games industry, understanding the video games industry, and talking about everything that then branches off that, from content creation, from video game mechanisms, from the state of the economy around video games. All that stuff matters to us, so we want to talk about that stuff. Naturally, that doesn't lead to the same level of viewership. And I feel like we've been penalised because someone's looked at our average viewership. And if you look at our views, you'll get like Scoop, PUBG, Scoop, Resident Evil, and every time we scoop, the numbers drop because it's chatting, and not a lot of people want. A lot of people want just chatting, but people don't want news, which is fine. It's fine. That's fine. But I feel like we've been judged harshly on that because the graph says different to what the actual content says, and that's why I feel it strongly enough to say, just in case you didn't realise, PUBG, that we actually have done tons of stuff this last year. Not for Kruske, not for Tech, not for any of the other teams that we've worked with, but whoever's dealing with the partnership side of stuff. I don't feel like they have full visibility of everything that we do and the reasons for our numbers being up and down. But there you go. There you go. That's that. I mean, and the thing is, I'm going to jump into the split screen now. The thing is, it's supremely heartwarming to know that you guys absolutely back us on that. There's over 100 likes on the tweet. There was like 50 retweets plus on the tweet earlier this morning. So it's probably gone up while we've been doing Scoopy stuff since then. Yeah. So literally 15,000 plus impressions on that tweet. We had console PUBG partners sharing and responding. Big Ham, Candy Bear, Nacho, Blitz, Pirate Loot, tons more. I'm going to stop because I'll probably name a bunch and then always forget one. So I'll stop there because there is tons more than that. We got international PUBG PC partners like Hambino getting involved and Silas sharing it, as well as brands like GT Omega getting involved and people from other verticals that are just aware of what we do from a content side. So seeing all these people support it does make us feel that us raising our disappointment, not in a bad way, just to show that, look, we are disappointed because we have put in a lot of effort. And for us, for the first time, we feel like it was justified without question. But naturally, someone did have a different side of the story. So I feel like it wouldn't have been fair to us, and it wouldn't have been fair to all of you guys that have supported us by viewing, by jumping in the streams, by turning up for the subathons, by turning up to the Royal Rumble events. You guys always turn up for us. So if we didn't get it and just went, oh, well, never mind, I feel like it wouldn't have been justice for us and for you if we didn't at least be transparent with our feelings towards that decision. Because we've done a lot with you guys. You guys have allowed us and done things with us, not like that, over the course of 12 months that has been phenomenal. Not many streaming outlets out there can put on an IRL event in the middle of an entire country and expect and actually see people come from, I mean, we're north, but even more northern people than us come down to our bit of the north, and people from down south coming all the way up to the north. Not many people, not many streaming communities can do that. And that's not something I'm saying lightly as well, by the way. Getting people to actually physically come to an event for a weird online dude. Okay, they're my online friends. I don't really know them. Getting that to happen is no simple feat. And we did that last year with the meetup. And that will be happening next month at Format Manchester. Shout out to 12, by the way, because you don't get enough characters in a tweet to say that we've arranged a meetup at Format. We haven't arranged a meetup. We got the ball rolling by going, we're going to Format. We'd love to see you guys there. 12, unofficial PUBG UK community manager, pretty much did all of the heavy lifting on that. So it does look a bit shady when we're taking all his credit. That's not what we're doing. There's just not enough character. Fresh. Nice. Okay, refresh. We should be back. He was getting too mushy for the Sky, so the Sky God stopped him. No, that's it. Like Bibby just said then, you wouldn't have caught it because we're offline. Even Twitch is annoyed that we didn't get PUBG partner. So Twitch has just absolutely nuked it. Even Twitch is furious. So they're like, nope. See if these guys are PUBG partner. They're not even Twitch partners. Gadoosh. Get them off. Get them off. So yeah. Shout out to what I was saying then. We shout out to 12, who, like I said, he's done a lot of heavy lifting with the format meetup. And then Nietzsche says heavy lifting. He couldn't even lift a cheese wheel. So there you go. There you go. Nice. You love that community support. You see it there, apparent in the chat. Like, goddamn. Okay, get rid of all the bits. We're back fully, 100%. Everything's cushed in.
Yeah.
So yes, we aren't PUBG partners. We have shared that with PUBG, and so have a lot of you guys. And please do feel free to keep sharing that as well. If you want, you don't have to, but you can do. And yeah, honestly, I don't think it will make a difference. I feel like the PUBG now are in kind of an awkward place where they've made a decision, and if they go back on that, do they have to do that for everyone else? Or whatever it is. But even still, I feel like mentioning this now, and we're going to keep making PUBG content. We're going to keep doing community events. We're going to have a meetup in just less than a month. In 4 weeks, yesterday, we'll be having a meetup in Manchester. So we will be at that event, or is it 5 weeks? Whatever it, number of weeks. We'll be at that event. We will do more streaming content. We'll play PUBG Chase Crates with mates twice a week. We'll play some core rates with the sorry boys from Code Red. We'll do all of that stuff as we have done. But even if they can't reverse it, it at least puts it front and center for them to pay attention to it. So they will see you have to feel, even if they can't do anything now, this will show them what we do and what we can do and what we will continue to do. So the next time they have to make a decision, they are pre-armed with that information. So even if we can't make anything happen now, hopefully we are doing the hard yards now so that the conversation is just much easier next time. But either way, we appreciate you guys for supporting it, for your likes, for your comments, for your tweets, for your DMs, for everyone that we jumped into streams yesterday that was talking to us. Like, so many streams I would jump in, and I'm in streams pretty much every day anyway, lurking away and hearing people talking about it's a travesty that ICU refused PUBG partnership before I'm even saying hello. Is phenomenal, because that way you know that people properly care about you when they're talking about you being hard done to when they think you're not around. If people are talking about you and trying to do stuff for your benefit or trying to influence communal thinking for your benefit when they don't realize that you're there, aka that's at no benefit to them, then that's when you know what people really think. So many people were talking about us for the right reasons without us being there, or so they thought, which shows you where the true shows you their true beliefs. And that's basically I'm putting it there because I'm running out of words to say. But you're all wonderful people. We very, very much appreciate you, and it's great that the behaviors that we try to instill on Steam when I'm not on stream, when I'm not being killed by people in PUBG, because that's a completely different behavior that we dissociate from the rest of it. But yeah, the behaviors that we try to instill on stream is the behaviors that our community and the wider community around us reflect back at us, and that's exactly what you love to see. And it lets us know that even if other people aren't recognizing that, we and you guys are recognizing that. And Beans is singing some PUBG Cito, so that's the best way to. Nice. PUBG Cito. Don't know why that felt need to be there, but let's go for it. Yeah. So yes, we appreciate you very, very much. That's all we need to say. But now, Mr. Bibb.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Graham.
You're right.
My shoulders are hurting, Graham. So I'm in a bit of a situation. So for those of you that may or not know, I dislocated my shoulder 5 times, so I've had to have pins in it, and that's my left one. 5 times. He's had pins in it since 2013 or so it's fine. It doesn't pop out. However, now my right one's fucked. It's not popped out, but because I keep on going in net of football, it's getting to the point where I just can't go in net anymore because it's just so sore. But I'm a terrible goalkeeper.
That's
however, I like throwing myself in front of the ball. if that makes any sense. Like I can make good saves, but I am definitely my position is terrible.
Decision
I'm fat,
making,
so it takes a little bit more time than it probably should do for someone to be able to get back up again and potentially save it. Anyway, it's a whole thing. My shoulder's fucked, and it just feels like it keeps on locking. Like if I leave it in one position for a while, it's just sore. So just if you see me like rotating it a little bit, I'm not. Well, I am falling apart. I was gonna say I'm not falling apart. I definitely am falling apart.
Do you know what? You're so old. I
old.
have absolutely nothing that sounds pretty similar to that in my right knee at all. No, you old.
I told Samantha I might have arthritis, and she went, "Stop being a fucking mad ass." I was like, "All right."
No, I wouldn't be surprised if I get some form of arthritis. I mean, I probably have it now, to be fair, but you know, I'm one of those dudes that complains about something but never actually goes to the doctor's about it. Let's go. But if anyone's met me in person, you will have probably heard my knee crack at some point, like all the time. And if I'm stood up, my leg will kind of like seize up around my knee, so I'll bend my knee and it cracks, and then it's like all the pressure's released, and I go again. Job's good. And if I'm laid down, same thing. If I'm sat when my legs are bent, it doesn't really happen. It does in the car sometimes, but that's because you're straightening your legs out and bending it a little bit, kind of thing. But yeah, crack. So same. Proper old man. So yeah, join us for the Old Man podcast, where we talk about things like ailments in your joints. Do you have joints? Do you have ailments? Well, join us live on twitch.tv/ Okay, we get the idea. I've just seen the context now for the they can keep their partnership. One thing they don't have is PUBG Ceto. Yeah, exactly. Fucking yeah. Just do your own PUBG partner with blackjack and hookers. No, okay. It was funny. We were chatting with Code Red yesterday, and like we were saying the same sort of thing. We should just make our own partnership thing. So let's call it something salty like better than partner.
I think that'll seriously take off.
Yeah, fucking. I'm a PUBG partner. Yeah, well, I'm a better than partner. Yeah, who's the winner now? Which one? I mean, if someone give you the two options on the table, and it's like, would you like to be a partner? Or would you like to be better than partner? What would you choose? I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's like when you fucking. Has anyone seen? I've mentioned this a million times before in different contexts, but the something about Mary where there's like the 8-minute abs, and it's like, okay, I've got a new video. Well, I've got something that's gonna blow that right out of the water. 7-minute abs or whatever. And he's like, whoa, and then he jokingly goes, yeah, what if someone comes along with 6-minute abs? And it's like, no, 7 or whatever it is. So yeah, there you go. That's it. Forget PUBG partner. We'll have PUBG better than partner.
That's us.
ICU partner, free ice creams for life. You just got to pick them up from the shop with your own cash. After you've got them home and put them in your own freezer, they're definitely free for life, baby. Until you've eaten it, then you need to get more because they're not really for life. You get the idea. Everyone's falling apart. This is the age, Yoda. This. In bits you are. Nice. I would have totally been there to shout that you're shit. You're shit. If I've seen Bibby taking a go. Do you know, I actually saw a fucking exceptional tweet. I put it into the Discord the other day. I know we're taking forever to get into the news. We will jump in shortly, but Paul Machin, who is a content creator at Redmen TV, big friend of the channel, lovely guy in real life. Sadly, he's a Liverpool fan. But he tweeted something the other day, and it was, what game was it? United playing someone. I can't remember who it were. And he's like, the thing is, I've got an inbuilt hatred of United fans, being a Liverpool fan, living in Liverpool, being all around Liverpool all of my life. So I hate United. So naturally, I want to see them lose. But the fans of the other team do the your shit as the goalkeeper's kicking the ball. So now it's a bit of a quandary. Which was, it just made me chuckle.
Who was it that they were playing that they were doing that? Because I thought the same thing.
I can't remember. It'll be in the Discord. For anyone that's in the football IRL football Discord, scroll up, you'll be able to see Paul Machin. I put it in there just because it made me chuckle. So there you go. Who we got here then, Mr. Grady? Mr. J Moore, welcome in, dude. It's me and the bib man. I'll read.
That's me.
That shout always sticks to my ear when I watch English football. I used to love it as a kid, but maybe not the shit because I was a kid, but used to do the ooh, and then realise people going, you fat bastard or whatever. So yeah, didn't know that as innocent 6-year-old. Graham's innocent 7-year-old wasn't very innocent, so you know, it is what it is. How's it going, Graham? But yeah, not too bad, dude. How are you? We're both good. We are both good. How's Tricks? Timeless. Good. Welcome in, Timeless. Oh, there you go. Nietzsche's got the link to the tweet. I'll read it out for you. At the Paul Mitchin, Man United versus Brighton. There you go. On one hand, I have a lifetime of football and geographical hatred of Man United. But on the other hand, Brighton fans go, oh, your shit, on goal kicks. Quandre. Fucking amazing tweet. Exceptional. GG's, Mr. Machin.
He's not bad, is he?
No, he's all right. He's that guy. Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's frustrating that my favourite and, in my opinion, the best football YouTube fan channel is a Liverpool channel. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. It's heartbreaking. It is. But there you go. Anyway.
What can we do?
Tell you what's also heartbreaking, having the darkest day in your business in 4 decades in Britain. This is what Microsoft says about the Activision deal block. Tom Ivan at VGC has that. That will be our first talking point for the rest of the show. We'll then jump into a few other stories, like PlayStation being better than Xbox, which is funny, because if you'll see in chat, Kenny Cobra has mentioned that there's a PlayStation versus Xbox 50 versus 50 taking place this Sunday on twitch.tv/Kenny Cobra 92. So I don't know why I went American esports caster with an English accent. I don't know why I did that. It was somewhere between the two. But yeah, basically, PlayStation is better than Xbox in console sales. But in PUBG, who knows? The only way you can find that out is check out Kenny Cobra on Sunday. Make sure you check that out. Droidica will be streaming it. Is it not on your channel though, Kenny? Is it going to be on Droidica's? I knew Droidica was casting it, but I thought it was on your channel. I don't know anymore now. Ooh. Okay, Kenny will update us on that. After that though, so we're going to talk about Microsoft having the darkest day in 4 decades. Sony smashing it with their PS5 shipping record. Fortnite leaker claims Lego is coming to the game. A bunch of games coming to PS Plus and your Epic Game Store update. Free Game Friday on PlayStation and PC to wrap things up. So nice. Mr. Bibb, though, did you see the update on Microsoft's takeover of Activision and the UK?
I most certainly did.
Oof, so did I. I mean, I actually, admittedly, saw the headline, spoke about it a little bit on the Discord, taking the piss, but didn't actually read it because I thought we'll cover it on the scoop, forgetting that we are ripping our studio to bits. So I haven't actually read through any of it until now. But Tom Ivan at BGC has that covered. No, I give it to Droidica. He loves Fun Custom, so I can play this one. I knew Droidica was casting it. I just assumed it was still going to be on your channel. Yeah, I knew. I mean, Droidica's okay at casting if you're into that sort of stuff, I suppose. I'm only saying that because Code Red was in the channel. So I'm assuming that might have been Droidica, but I don't actually know. So, you know, he's all right, I suppose. Anyway, Microsoft says Activision deal block is its darkest day in 4 decades in Britain. Oof. So President Brad Smith claims the EU is a more attractive place to start a business. God damn. So Microsoft has hit out at the UK competition watchdog's decision to block its proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard. There we go. Similar words, brain engage. On Wednesday, the Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA, said it was preventing the 69.
Nice!
There we go. It's a $1 billion merger due to concerns about its impact on the future of the cloud gaming market. Genuinely expected it. Nice. So when you went, nice, probably my brain was like,
I didn't know if the VST were going to squash it or anything.
It was full on just like flattered my brain. It was like, so he's going to say the word and this is going to happen afterwards. And when you hit nice, it was like just deleting out everything. What were the notes again? So yeah, anyway. The CMA will squash the merger, apparently. Speaking to the BBC, Microsoft President Brad Smith said the decision marked, quote, probably the darkest day in 4 decades in Britain. Yes, 4 decades in Britain. This is the darkest day ever because Microsoft didn't get to buy another business. Forget the coal strikes, forget terrorist attacks, forget couple of years in fucking lockdown and all that sort of stuff. Yes, one business buying another business is the darkest day in 4 decades in Britain. Great. Nice.
Nice try.
Quote, it does more than shake our confidence in the future of the opportunity to grow a technology business in Britain than we've ever confronted before, end quote. Smith said, quote, people are shocked, people are disappointed, and people's confidence in technology in the UK has been severely shaken, end quote. He claimed that if the UK wants to make Britain a place where, quotes, technology is not only going to flourish but be created, then it needs to look hard at the role of the CMA and the regulatory structure, end quote. Smith added, quote, Quote, there's a clear message here. The EU is a more attractive place to start a business than the UK. End quote. While US and EU competition regulators have yet to decide whether to approve the deal, the CMA said its decision means the deal can't be completed. Quote, Activision is intertwined through different markets. It can't be separated for the UK. So this decision blocks the deal from happening globally, the watchdog said. Microsoft and Activision have confirmed their intention to appeal the CMA's decision. Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick recently told CNBC that blocking Microsoft's acquisition of the Call of Duty publisher would represent a major blow to the UK government's ambition of becoming a technology superpower. Quote, if a deal like this can't get through, they are not going to be Silicon Valley. They will be Death Valley, he said in February. On the same day as UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak announced the creation of a new standalone government department for science, innovation and technology. Excuse me. CMA Chief Executive Sarah Cardell told the BBC she disagreed with Smith's comments. Quote, I think this decision shows actually how important it is to support competition in the UK and that the UK is absolutely open for business, she said. We want to create an environment where a whole host of different companies can compete effectively to grow and innovate. We'll stop there. We don't need to go anymore. Microsoft have had their deal blocked. And now they say, that's it, UK's shit. They don't know what they're doing, mate. It's definitely because the UK is shit and EU's better. And it's absolutely not because we wanted all the cash, apparently. Or is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Thoughts, babe?
It's a difficult one, still. I still don't know where this is going to go. They might have blocked it, but there's going to be other ways to go around it, especially if they appeal it. Like, we don't know how much information gets pumped into this kind of stuff before it goes to like a judicial system. Like, there might be one person making money out of this, but obviously someone else wants to try and make more somewhere. Like, there needs to be a beneficiary across the board for stuff like this to go through, especially when it's something as high profile as Active Blizzard. So I genuinely have no idea how this is going to end up, because this isn't the end of it. They might have said, yeah, we're going to block it, but this isn't the end of it. I just don't know where I don't know where they're going to go with this. This is why it's still so entertaining. Not in terms of, oh, PlayStation fanboy, blah, blah, blah. In terms of, this is obviously going to shape the way that we end up digesting video games for the next 10 years or so, especially with the little handouts that they keep on saying is that we will definitely, for the next 10 years at least, support PlayStation when it comes to Call of Duty games. Like, what happens after that then? Like, all these little nitpicky bits that have been going back and forward for the last 18 months or so. I don't think we're halfway through this process yet. And that is it's a very interesting position to be in, especially when the deadline is fast approaching.
No, I agree. I've said this is kind of going where I thought it would in terms of, I still think it will happen. I still think Microsoft will buy Activision Blizzard. I don't think this stops that. I feel like this is an expected bump in the road for me. It's probably one Microsoft would have liked to avoid, but I feel like for me, it's expected because Microsoft have had this before. I mentioned in the Discord, this is the first time this has happened for Xbox. It's not the first time this has happened for Microsoft. Microsoft have become experts at putting things to the UK and EU regulators, them going, actually, no, and then Microsoft finding ways to make it happen. Sometimes it's giving a little, sometimes it's not really giving much, but restructuring the way it's proposed, and sometimes it's working with other parties to make sure that they are supporting other areas, but basically still getting what they want out of it. Microsoft have become experts at that. Multiple times this has happened, so I don't believe that this is the end of it. I believe Microsoft will find a way to come back. Like, if you look at exactly... It's been a seesaw over the last, or if you're American, a teeter-totter.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, I believe so. If there's any Americans in the chat, a teeter-totter or teeter-totter, that's a seesaw, right? That's what you guys call it, right? Right?
It seems so bizarre. I know they have like really weird naming conventions, like the sidewalk and stuff like that. That all is bizarre to me because we just call it a path, mate.
Waste paper basket.
Yeah, bro, a teeter-totter. Like, who thought of that? A seesaw. Like, that's just surely whatever.
A fucking what now? A teeter-totter. Yeah, a teeter-totter. I'm gonna, do you know what? I'm gonna teeter-totter. There you go. Images. Teeter-totter. Google search. On screen. Teeter-totter. That's a seesaw. Teeter-totter plan would. Teeter-totter swing seesaw. So yeah, there you go.
Weird.
Teeter-totter. I apologize, America, for doing you dirty with the accent. I mean, the words are questionable. The accent is just bad. So yeah, I mean, it has been a teeter-totter over the last few weeks because it was going to happen, and then it wasn't going to happen, and then it was going to happen, and then it wasn't going to happen. And that's with the fact that everyone thought, okay, well, this is getting through. The UK are looking at it, and then the UK were like, nope. The only way that you can make this happen is to carve off Activision from Blizzard, or make Call of Duty be a separate entity entirely, and you can buy Activision Blizzard, but not Call of Duty. So you can't do it. And then the very next thing we heard, which was like a week or two later, was, do you know what? Actually, yeah, it sounds like there's probably no problems, because then PlayStation are going, well, this is funny, because if you look at the language they used 2 weeks ago, there was sweeping statements saying it's bad, but now all of a sudden it's good, and now all of a sudden again it's bad again. So it's like, was someone like a work experience kid sending the email out in that 2 week period, and like Gavin's come back from his holiday to like Gran Canaria and gone, fuck's sake,
yeah.
Clive, experienced kid. I don't know why Clive is the experienced kid. Clive's clearly the older dude. But anyway, like fucking 2 weeks ago, we're saying this is bad, and now you're saying it's good. Now I've got to say it's bad again. Fuck's it. So I don't know. It's up and down. So and I think that's not because the CMA doesn't know. I don't feel it is because there's a work experienced kid on it at all. I feel it's because it's so knife edgy in terms of when you're talking about $69 billion and $10 billion $10 billion industries a year. Slight changes can have hundreds of millions of pounds of sweeping change, and that can be like huge changes that affect the establishment, not just profit margins. So I feel like that's the reason why it's moving backwards and forwards so much. But that shows how little really Xbox have to change to have such big changes and big impacts. And I feel that's why it will go through, because it's such a big change. But if they change a little bit at the top, by the time it gets down to the bottom, that will have huge sweeping reform that will have impacts that can positively affect partner/competitor brands. So I feel it will go through. I feel this darkest day in Britain shit is what I dislike about this, though. The fact that this is bullying. And it's just, if this was someone in any form of societal conversation, look, mate, if you don't do business with me, you're shit. You're just proving to everyone else that you're shit. No one will want to work with you. And that's what it is. That's what this is, but in a suit and being paid six figures a month, probably. Fucking, that's all this is. So it does more than shake our confidence in the future opportunity to grow a technology business in Britain than we've ever confronted before. People are shocked. People are disappointed. People's confidence in technology and the UK has been severely shaken, which is, if you're not my friend, we're going to tell everyone else you're shit. That's what it is. It's playground bullying. So Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard and having all of this backwards and forwards and stuff in the courtroom, very entertaining. A lot of brands are getting bored of it. Like, I know that the guys at VGC who reported this story are bored of covering it. I'm not bored of reading it. It's fun to see. But it also shows you the true feeling of top-level business people. And it's no surprise to me that Bobby Kotick and his cronies are the ones that are peddling this bullying mantra from the top. Activision Blizzard, a business that's been dragged through the grinder because of the way it treats and speaks to people, and it's jobs for the boys. Me and my homies that are all a bunch of dickheads looking out for one another, saying shit like that. That says all I need to know about. Okay, well, you're doing a lot to change the business for people lower down. That's great, but you still have the same bunch of assholes at the top. If you're talking about, oh, we got told no, so you're finished. You and all your mates, you all smell. Yeah, it's that, but in suits. Nah, get out. I'm not interested in that. Jog on. Thank you very much. Still, though, in conclusion, doesn't change up for me. It just slows it down. I absolutely 100% expect Microsoft to get this across the line, unless the EU, which is a better place to trade than the UK, according to these guys, suddenly goes, actually, yeah, I've just looked at the notes, fuck those guys, and then it's like, oh no. So I think it will still go ahead. The interesting thing is, though, is that, like I say, whether the EU follow the UK's suit, and then that means it makes it harder. Not that it's impossible by any stretch of the imagination. It will still probably happen, but it makes it harder for Microsoft, so they will probably have to bend a bit more. If the EU and American markets agree with it, then they can probably influence the UK a little bit easier. But whatever happens, we'll keep you up to date with that as it goes. Okay, jumping back, totally out of topic. Is anyone else going back to FIFA for Team of the Season? I last played it in fall. I am playing it almost every day on the mobile app in terms of I'm opening up my preview pack and then closing it back down again because I don't want a 78 rated left midfielder from fucking Sociedad or whatever. But yeah, beyond that, I'm not. So I won't be doing that anyway. But yeah, you fill your boots if you are. Lockdown was good. Let's not get it twisted. I mean, up the ICU, say up the ICU. Masters of the League, all that sort of shit. I mean, lockdown had some advantages, definitely.
Yeah, I got really good at golf. I brought my handicap down by 10. It was such a great... Samantha was always fuming about it. But yeah, I brought my handicap down by 10. It was a great time for me.
I mean, it was an exceptional time for me because we kicked on with our content creation. We've played PUBG on this channel for 5 years. A lot of people weren't aware that we had the pub and we did the pub with G and all of that sort of stuff. So Bibby cracks on with his golf. We had some front page streams playing PGA. I cracked on with PUBG, and we've developed our built strong roots into the PUBG community and that sort of stuff. And that all happened through the extra hours on stream that lockdown gave us. So yeah, lockdown was good. Let's not get twisted. In some ways, I absolutely agree. Forget the cost of living crisis. Absolutely, yeah. You know, the fact that they can't spend 69
nice
$1 billion. That's worse. Yeah, exactly. Darkest day will be the day when I arrive to the UK for the first time ever. Soon. Also, we should bring back social distancing in supermarkets. Yes. Apart from that weird fucking social distancing queue that you had to do across the car parks and stuff, that shit was weird. Get inside, and then you should make people like walk around in Zorbs so they can't actually get close to you. Like a weird episode of Takeshi's Castle kind of thing. People just bouncing each other down the aisles. Get the fuck away from me. Where did we get to? I'm with Nietzsche on that. Same. Wasn't there a follow-up about the US considering looking to the cloud gaming side now, not just the UK, but the EU is still more than likely to let it go through? I didn't see that. I did see that was that was the main reason for it being refused as well. So that wasn't in this article. So I did actually do a bit more reading. Now you've said that, you've just jogged my mind. So one of the bits that they were worried about was the stranglehold that Microsoft will have on cloud gaming, because Microsoft has all of their Azure framework. Basically, they have better cloud servers than anyone else in Microsoft, which gives Xbox a huge strategical and technological advantage over pretty much any other competitor. And then pushing Call of Duty into that framework means that they own massive IP that will bring users in and systems that nobody else can compete with, which is by proxy a monopoly. It's an oligopoly. It's a monopoly across multiple different markets. So there you go. There's my
I'm about to say I've never heard that word before, so that's a new one that I'll definitely forget in about 20 seconds time.
Finally using my degree for something else. Nice. Just another bajillion pounds to go. So yeah, a fucking what now? A teeter-totter? That's wild. America is in the mud. Yeah, teeter-totter. There you go. Seesaw. Teeter-totter. Well, look what they call noughts and crosses. Tic-tac-toe. It's like they look at the words bin, trash can receptacle, seesaw, teeter-totter. They're just like, there's not enough syllables in that. We should throw a few more in there.
They just want to get that word, that character count up in their exams, don't they?
That's what it is. Anyone that's written the English language for America, it's like when you write in, you've got a piece of work that you've got to hand in, and it's a 1,500 word limit, and you're on 1,300 words, and you go back and you start making your sentences longer just to beef out. I can get an extra 200 words out of this. I mean, I could go and do a bit more research to pad it out, and then I'd be in the better position of cutting it down. But instead, no, I'm going to find 200 words of waffle. Yeah. What kind of effed up buffet has limits on the amount of things you can eat? Had one here at work. What, a limited buffet? What's the point? Maximum of 6 meatballs, maximum of 2 sausages extra. Was like, what the fuck? Have a word. To be fair, 6 meatballs and 2 sausages later. That's not bad. But I understand the sentiments. I understand the sentiment completely. Exactly. Reports say after delivering a speech, Microsoft and Activision then took their ball and went home. Touche. Bin equals waste paper basket. Exactly. Yeah. I was listening to, I think it was West streaming. I just pulled up in the Jelly car park on Tuesday, and I'd got West playing over the speaker in the car, and I think it might have been Dino Revenge, and she was getting, what was it? That was it. They were talking about vitamins. And Neil said the word vitamins, and she was like, "Can you say that again?" Because she clearly thought Neil had said it wrong. She was the only American person in a party of 4, so I don't think it went Dino's way when everyone was like, "What do you mean vitamins?"
Vitamins.
So Neil was like, "It's vitamins, mate." It's like, figure out where you're having these conversations. Money. All right, darling, how you doing, love? How you doing, Manny? Welcome in. 27 months as well. All right, love. Love you very much. You joined us just at the right time. Manny, how do you say the word vitamins? Do you say vitamins? This is an important news story.
Note.
I mean,
send me the voice note.
It says Microsoft darkest day in 4 decades. Fuck that. We're talking about vitamins. So yeah, the reason we're talking about this, and this is also another stupid tangent. We're discussing the fact that when you go to a park. Not that you go to parks often, although you do have a little one, so maybe you do now. So when you go to a park, when you went to a park last time, you went to a park, you've got the swings, you've got the slide, and then there's probably plastic or metal these days, but back in the day, it used to be a big log of wood in the middle, and you'd get one person sitting on each side, and it'd go up and down. What would you call that, Manny? That's the question.
Did you ever used to have like a giant tire swing?
Yeah,
so just like 3 big massive lumps of wood stuck in the ground, and then like 6 chains around, like
one huge tire in the middle of it, and everyone would get on it.
Well, yeah, there'd be like 6 people on it, and it mainly probably be girls, and then the lads, like 14, 15-year-old, maybe even younger. And they just swing it, and the girls would it'll be absolute carnage. They'll be flying
just
off
limbs
everywhere.
Yeah,
they'll all be holding on to each other as 2 of them go flying off the edge, and someone definitely ends up spraying in the neck or something. Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Land full on, someone face planting straight. Yeah. All right. No, she's covered in blood. She's got dust and dirt in her mouth and everything. And then, okay, she stopped crying now. Should we get back on again? Yeah, let's do it again.
Absolutely.
The answer to that question, by the way, Manny, was seesaw. In the UK, we call it seesaw. In America, it's a teeter-totter. So there you go. Nice. Ooh.
Got all that pulp.
I don't think so. It's not for me. I don't like it.
Big fan. That was fresh orange and lemonade, half and half. What a combo.
Not a fan. Orange, like smooth. I don't want bitty orange. If I want bits of orange in my mouth, I'll eat an orange.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I love it.
You do
Big
you.
Fan.
You do you. Or shoulder, in your case, baby. Yeah, exactly. Bad back rib.
Honestly, I'm falling apart. All I did, I was 16 the first time I did my shoulder, and all I did was just try and, well, I did it very convincingly, by the way, got the ball. But someone was running with the ball, so I did a slide block to try and win the ball back.
You fell over, didn't
you? As soon as I went down, it's like, some of you lot might not have played football for a long time, but anyway, when you're going for a slide challenge or to slide on the floor, usually, depending on which side you're going, your arm gets left behind you. Yeah. Apart from mine was a little bit too high, so the ball came out of the socket, and then all the muscle and tendons and everything literally are there because it's gone from right where it should be, and everything moves with it. So literally, the ball of your shoulder's here. So they have to push it back in. But then, yeah, you're knackered. Once it happens once, you're guaranteed to at least have it another couple of times. But now it's been pinned. It's been fine. But yeah, a slide challenge that day literally ruined it for me.
Ah, no, man.
Ah, no.
I have a weak wrist. My fun fact, and I can say this with my chest, my right wrist is stronger than my left wrist.
Ooh. Terrible in the boxing ring, then.
Yeah. No, I was in goal. My mate Gaz, it was always difficult to play with because he was the only lefty that we played with. So everything he did was wrong. Like everywhere you expected him to be going with the ball, you were conditioned of he's doing with his right foot, and he was doing it with his left foot. So your brain was like, I don't understand. How is he doing this? But his foot was a fecking traction engine.
Yeah.
So I was in goal. and he's hit an absolute thunder bastard. So I've but it's coming straight at me, pretty much. So I was like, easy save. So just putting your hands up. But do you know when you're putting your hands up and it's coming faster than you expect, so you don't get chance to proper go rigid. You basically floppy wristing your hand up at the ball, and it caught me rather than in the palm, like on the, I don't even know what you call it, the bottom of your fingers, that that knuckly bit at the top of your palm. It hit me on that and just bent my wrist back, spraining my wrist when I was about 13 years old, and it's never been it's weaker than my right, and it's never been the same since. So I can jar my wrist and it'll hurt like feck. So yeah. Anyway, join us on Old People streams on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Upwards. Sorry, what you saying?
Do you not think lefties are just so much more cultured? Like, you see someone with a whipping left foot like an Arjen Robben, Morten Gamst Pedersen, I'm sure he was left-footed, but every time that they swing, Messi, every time that they kick the ball, it just looks so much more glamorous than a right foot. I think it's because there just isn't as many of them. Like,
that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, Messi's not a great footballer. He's bang average. 100% fact. This might not be fact. I might be bullshitting, by the way. But he is bang average. 100%. Lionel Messi is a toilet footballer. The only thing is every defender he's ever played against ever is used to right-footed. So they expect him to go one way and he goes the other. Facts. That's it. There you go.
Left-handed golfers, they look so much nicer than the right-handed ones. The swing just looks so much more elegant. Left-handed snooker players, it just looks completely. I think it's just because you just don't see them all that often, so it just looks a little bit more cultured.
I love the fact that you can get like left-handed golf clubs. And why don't they make left-handed snooker cues? I mean, being lefty and playing with a right-handed snooker cue and still performing. Well done, those guys.
Out of order.
All through all that adversity. Anyway, that's enough shit chatting for one day. It's like Michael McIntyre. Not only do they say what it is, but they have to explain what it is for waste paper. Oh, that's where I was going when I was talking about the waste paper basket. We've done the Michael McIntyre talk before, but I'll go through it anyway. Waste paper basket, sidewalk for putting on the side of the rope. You didn't mention that's where you walk. Eyeglasses because they're glasses for your eyes. Yeah, God knows where they're putting them before they added eyes to the name. Don't need a tire swing. I grew my own tire. Same. Roberto Larcos, exactly. I went skiing at school in the dry slopes at Rossendale. Went down once, fell over. Went down the second time, broke my leg.
Jesus, Rossendale is absolutely gorgeous. By the way, that's where fucking hell, our Walker lives. He moved up there. It's fucking well nice. It's like a proper old people's place. Like, they're all really nice stone cottages and stuff like that. They will have a local cafe for local people. But yeah, it's very, very nice around there.
Just a point as well. When you said that then, absolutely just been sent back 12 to 15 hours when I'd said something to you about something being a bit crap, and you sent me a voice note going, bag of shit.
Bag of shit.
So I remember sat there chuckling it, never responded. Just read it and just didn't acknowledge it.
I knew you'd enjoy it.
Okay, do you know what we're going to enjoy as well? We're going to enjoy picking up the pace because we do have to fly through this. I've got probably 10 to 15 minutes max left before I have to jump off the scoop, so we have to pick up the pace. Next story from Xbox, this time to Sony. Xbox have had a dark day, while Sony have had an absolutely incredible day. Andy Robertson at VGC says, Sony smashes console shipping record as PS5 clears 38 million. That, by the way, you hear numbers all the time. That is hugely significant, as this article will no doubt say now. PlayStation 5 shipped 6 million consoles during the first months of 2023, breaking the quarterly record. You hear that shit all the time, but that is very, very significant. So, Sony Interactive Entertainment has shipped a record 6.3 million PS5 consoles during the first 3 months of the year to reach 38.3 million consoles shipped live today. This reportedly represents a record for any game's console during a calendar Q1 window. It also doubles PS4's all-time peak for the same window and more than triple what PS5 managed during the same supply-constrained period last year. So last year, when everyone was buying the first PS5 that came out, and everyone was like, the numbers are only high because people can't get hold of them. So that's the reason why they're all selling. This year, there is more of them and people can't get hold of them, and they're all selling. Fuck! So the most PS4s Sony has ever shipped during the first 3 months of a calendar year is 3 million. They've done 6.3 million. Anyway, that was achieved shortly after the console's launch between January and March of 2014. It means PS5 console shipments reached 19.1 million during Sony's fiscal year 2022 and cleared its target of 19 million for the fiscal year, a figure that looked unlikely just 4 months ago. The total is up from 11.5 million the previous year. Overall, PS4 had shipped just over 40 million consoles during the same period of its cycle, so PS5 is tracking behind its predecessor, though with significant supply issues due to the pandemic. At the start of the year, Sony signaled that the PS5's long battle with supply issues was finally over. We'll stop there. You get the idea. 38.3 million consoles, I think it was. Yeah, 38.3 million consoles, with 6.3 million sold in the last 3 months alone. Over double what they've had in that same quarter for the PS4, and more than they've ever sold in that quarter ever before. Sheesh. Thoughts, babe?
Yeah, I mean, this surely just comes down to the fact that they are readily available for you to be able to buy at any point now. Like, there is very limited places where you could potentially not pick up one, but massive retailers like Game, or maybe even your local supermarket will probably have them either on the shelf. Well, obviously not in the shelf. You'd have to take the ticket to the till or whatever, and they'll go and find one for you. But I think it's a lot harder to not find one than it is to now. The prices are the same. I don't think the prices have come down at all. So it's not as if people are waiting for them to go on sale or anything. But they might have some sales on somewhere. Might be 20 or 30 quid off or whatever. Maybe a promotion with Very where they'll give you 20% or 10% off of electronics or something along them lines or whatever it is. But who'd have thought that if you have something that you want to sell and it's on the shelf and people are able to go and buy it, that they will buy it? Like, it's not rocket science. It's just a case of they just didn't have the components to be able to put into the console to then be able to put onto the shelf. Now they're selling, which is fantastic news. And it's something else that I wanted to put into the news today, but I didn't, based off of the 5 articles that we already had ready to go through, is that PlayStation VR 2 is now going to be available for retail within shops as well, rather than it just being sold through the Sony website. So again, that sold extremely poorly. Mainly because, again, no game support at launch. Well, very limited games on launch, but you're able to go and buy one in the shop now. So will that have an uptake in sales rather than ordering through a website? I don't know. But they are more than available for people to be able to purchase if they do want to jump into some VR stuff too.
Yeah. Yep. Dr. Mike, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, dude. Dr. Mike gave me his pink helmet this morning.
Did he?
He did. On stream, in front of everyone.
Oh, nice!
It was
what a guy.
It's lovely. I mean, it was gonna supply me with a nice substantial weapon, and decided to give me his pink helmet instead. Ooh! Now, basically, Dr. Mike bought a bunch of little PUBG trinkets, like little weapons and some helmets and stuff. And the first few people that was in his stream this morning got gifted stuff. I got a Groza, and then there was a pink level 3 helmet. So I was like, okay, well, if nobody wants, because I mean, some people might want it, some people might be like, I don't really want a pink helmet though. And I was like, but pink is pretty much, it was shiny, it's pink, it's ICU colours, nice. So I was like, okay, if nobody wants the helmet, I'll happily swap. And he's like, I'll just give you that instead if you want. Then I'm like, let's go, baby. So Doctor gave me his pink helmet, which was nice. Thank you for the raid, Doctor. Kill Xbox, welcome in, dude. I got an M24 red. Ooh, nice. Dino, we were just talking about you, Dino. True story. About 5 minutes ago, we were talking about you. Specifically you.
Mm-hmm. Confirmed.
And that thing that you said on Tuesday. We heard it.
Oh, so bad.
We all heard it. Can't believe. Shocking. And that's why I got the ad on Twitter. Yes, exactly. What did I say on Tuesday? Oh, it wasn't that major.
All of the things.
Yeah, it was actually really major. Actually, take it back. It wasn't that much. It was the biggest thing. God damn. No, we were talking about the fact that I mentioned the word seesaw earlier on, and then I thought, oh, actually, will Americans know what a seesaw is? Because over there you call it a teeter-totter. And then I mentioned the fact that I was listening to West in the car on the way into the office on Tuesday, and you were in the stream, and you mentioned you picked up on West talking about his baby West. I say baby, not baby, little West, having vitamins, and Neil said vitamins, and you was like, say it again. But I think I had to get out of the car then, so I didn't hear how it progressed much afterwards. But it sounded like you forgot that you were in a stream full of EU people saying vitamins, and pulled him up because he didn't say vitamins, and you were the only one that said vitamins. So yeah, there you go. I mentioned that a few minutes ago. So you're welcome. How you doing? How's your Friday? Is it Friday or is it stupidly late Thursday? It was adorable. All people say seesaw and teeter-totter. I mean, that makes us old then. I mean, we've already been talking about baby's bad shoulder, my bad knee, and so on. So yeah, it's confirmed. Nearly 4 a.m. Friday. God damn.
What, it's nearly 4 a.m.?
Yeah. Dana's on the wrong side of the Atlantic. That's where the
oh my god,
the vitamins.
I'd have been asleep 8 hours by now. Confirmed.
Who you calling old? Max, welcome in, dude. 40, don't even start on aluminum. Hey, I mean, I once got in my aluminum vehicle and drove to get some groceries from the store and also pick up some vitamins. Mid. I'm shit at sleeping. And it's fine. I don't bag of shite. Shit and shite are two similar but slightly different used words. Most of the time, they're interchangeable, though. Bag of shite, as Baby just said. All love, though. Yeah. So what we're talking about is Sony smashing nearly passing 38 million consoles shipped and smashing the record of number of consoles sold in the first quarter. They sold 6.3 million consoles in the last 3 months, which, at the last time we got figures, that was a third of the number of Xboxes sold entirely. Oh no, commercial, no! Ad break. That's it. Everyone sit yourself comfortable. We'll wait for Dano to get back. So, that's a nice microphone you've got there, Michael. Mike with a mic.
Thank you, Graham. Yes, it is. It's an Elgato one. It's really good. It's a powerful piece of electronic equipment.
It's wonderful. Did you hear the slight frustration in my voice when I said that's a mic? You've got Mike. My body almost rejected it. It's not Mike. He's Dino's back! Hey! Oh, don't tell me you've thrown down a sub just to watch it. We appreciate that very, very much. I can see you've got a little ice cream next to your name, although it hasn't popped up in chat. So you might have to refresh if you want your high five. But I see it. Appreciate that, Dino. So yeah, well, we're talking about the fact that PlayStation has sold 6.3 million. We weren't actually going to sit there and wait, for anyone that wonders, by the way.
Stay frosty.
Mm-hmm. Hey!
Support your faves.
Support your faves. You're our fave. Thank you, Dino. I appreciate that very much. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, you're in the loot drop now as well.
For anyone that is maybe just starting out on Twitch and is looking at increasing their revenues, then that's all you have to do. Just bully people into submitting to we weren't going to sit and wait for 3 minutes. But I appreciate that, Dino. Thank you very much. Yeah, 6.3 million consoles. The last time we got figures, which was about a month ago, that's about 1/3 of Xbox's total sales for this generation. So out of Xbox Series consoles, I believe it was about 18 million, whereas PlayStation had about 32 million at that point in time. And if that's the case, they've sold 1/3 of what Xbox has sold in 3 years in 3 months. So that's like they're tracking at 4 times the pace then in that sort of thing, which is obviously it's not 4 times the pace. That's just one way of crunching the numbers. They're about 2 to 1 ish, but. Dana Revenge was not bullied into paying. Yeah, of course, mate. Either way, whether you were or weren't, I appreciate that very much. I've just got a message come through. Do you know what, Dino? If you'd have been a couple of seconds slower, I've just got some screenies come through from Nietzsche. Nietzsche had paid for your gifted sub, and then it bounced back because you'd got your sub in, so he paid and then got it refunded back to him. So Nietzsche, he almost had you. So next time if you're going to sub to a channel, if someone's being a dick about waiting it out or whatever, just wait a few seconds and someone else will sort it out. Nietzsche, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Dino, I appreciate you very much too. We have to give him that one, kind of. The English guy who discovered it pronounced it the American way, but his peers said it as it was written down. So to save the argument, he started using both. No, if if you're saying it how it's written down, then it says aluminium. Aluminium. There you go. Not
aluminium.
Aluminum. So, I mean, if that's the case, like you can't just choose to say it a different way. It's baby. That's not. It's not baby. It's baby. Welcome to the Co-op with baby and Grahama. It's like
it's still better English than what comes out of my mouth. To be fair.
Well said, Bayou Baby. Anyway, so yeah, PlayStation doing well. Nice. Okay, we're running out of time, so I'm going to have to put a pin in that story. You get the idea. A couple of brief stories, though. 2 of them will be Free Game Friday-esque, ! FF, if you want the jingle. But this one, by Sean Murray at The Gamer, says a Fortnite leaker claims Lego crossover is imminent. So if you are playing Fortnite, like pretty much the entire Jelly Media office does every single lunchtime, then good news. Lego and Fortnite have been building their collab for over a year now.
Game.
Sorry, babe.
Friday,
yeah, let's go. Last year, Lego and Fortnite announced, quote, an immersive, creatively inspiring and engaging digital experience for kids of all ages to enjoy together. We weren't provided any details on the collaboration, but we were told that it would be family-friendly and empower kids to become confident creators. So literally building in the game. Imagine that. Whoa. Wait, that's Fortnite. We did know that it would somehow involve the metaverse, and since Epic loves to call Fortnite its metaverse, we assumed it'd involve everyone's favourite family-friendly battle royale shooter. Fast forward to today, and we're finally getting an idea of what we can expect when we can expect Lego and Fortnite will unveil their big collab. The Fortnite x Lego collaboration continues to progress as Epic Games is now internally testing a new version called Dev Juno Stable. Juno equals Lego, wrote Fortnite leaker Sheena, who quotes data manager Matrix Games for the info. The expected release date for the collab is Chapter 4, Season 4, based on the version of the test servers. Fortnite's current Chapter 4 Season 2 just got started last month and is expected to wrap up in early June. Then Season 3 should arrive sometime in fall. So Season 4 and the Lego collab is probably going to arrive this winter at some point. So Lego Christmas. Which could there be Lego Star Wars at Christmas? Is it another Fortnite Star Wars Christmas? Goddamn! Given the fact that both Lego and Fortnite both love to build things, we can likely expect this crossover to lean into the constructive aspects of both brands. We might see something in Fortnite where players build structures made out of Lego bricks, or we might see a Lego set where featuring classic Fortnite characters, or we might just get Fortnite Creative Project where players put down their guns and play with Legos. No, it's just Lego. Legos plural is Lego, not Legos.
Legos.
All that speculation, of course. We might just get a bunch of Lego-themed cosmetics. We'll have to wait for more leaks to determine the extent of this collaboration. Lego does love its brand collab. You know, we don't need to worry about the brand collabs. But Lego x Fortnite looks like it's coming winter 2023. Thoughts, babe?
Yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm very interested to see how this goes as a partnership. I like the fact that it could be in build mode, and then rather than it being like metal, wood. I can't remember what the other material is. Anyway.
Steel, brick, wood.
Brick, that was it. Brick. It'll just be Lego pieces. I think that'll be dead good, but I imagine it might be something like a Lego town or something like that when it comes to doing the new map, and it might be a season or so. You haven't played Fortnite in a while, have you?
Not for a while, no. A couple of seasons.
Yeah, so I've jumped back in recently, and they've got a city in there called Mega City, and it is mega, to be fair. It's really cool. I think it's one of the best. I think this is probably one of the best maps.
If it wouldn't be. That would be against branding, really.
Absolutely. I think it's probably one of the best maps that they've had in the game for a long time. So it would be cool to see like a Mega City built out of Lego or something. But I imagine it's just characters. But how they scale as tall Lego characters, we'll see, because the hitboxes would be tiny if there was this big one there. Little Lego Batman popping through, but he's not going to get anywhere, is it? But yeah, I think it will just be very minimal. I can't see it being something absolutely huge, because it obviously have to change the way that the game plays if they start putting down Lego walls and stuff like that. So yeah, I imagine it's just like potentially Lego characters, like a Batman made out of Lego or something like that. Nothing too big, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm hyped for it. Dana says, we love a Lego Christmas. Tiny Yoda says, Lego hype. And then Fona says, worst thing is Nietzsche. And actually, before that, baby speaks worse English than me. And that's uneasy to do.
So she's a thesaurus.
Worst thing is, Nietzsche, is I read that and heard your accent in my head. Bibi speaks worse English than me, and that's so easy I do. Man.
No, man. Yeah, got to finish it. Man.
I talked about this when we were playing the other day. I said one syllable word, and I was like, I could say this one syllable word, and I can't remember what it was. We'll say rock, and it was like rock man. Like, no, one syllable words are all two syllables by proxy. This is how it works. Insert the me fail English. That's impossible meme. New emote got accepted. Woohoo! Ah, that's quality.
Yeah.
Let's go. Emote acceptance hyper. Nice. So if you are a Fortnite fan, if you're a Legite fan, yes, that's Lego and Fortnite. It's Legite. If you're a Legite fan, well, this Christmas potentially could be good for you. I haven't played Fortnite for a few seasons. There was a few skins that I wanted to jump in for a couple of seasons back, like The Witcher and so on, and didn't miss them. Bit disappointed.
Oh, you got them for free.
Oh,
then again, if you didn't log in, you wouldn't have got them.
Yeah, so missed them. It is what it is. So since then, I mean, there's a new Anakin Skywalker that looks badass. That kind of thing. Yeah, I might jump back in and get that added, with the Robocop and skins that I've got sat in my account that I never use because I don't play the game. But still, might do that. But Lego stuff will probably bring me back in. So yeah. Nice. But if you can't be bothered waiting that far and you think, do you know what? I'm not spending any money on skins and shit like that. Well, do you know what? It's Free Game Friday, bitches. Yeah. Starting off with this article from Shubhankar Parijat at Gaming Bolt. This is free-ish Game Friday. Grid Legends, Descenders, and Chivalry 2 are PS Plus Essentials May 2023 games. So Sony has revealed May 2023's lineup of free games for PS Plus subscribers' lowest tier. So that's why it's free-ish, because obviously this is PS Plus. This is not free. You have to pay for PS Plus, and then you get them for free with the subscription. But Sony has revealed a lineup of games that will be offered for free to PS Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium subscribers for the month of May. It's a solid lineup once again, as it was last month, and tends to be most months. Codemasters Racer Grid Legends, Rage Squid's extreme downhill biking game Descenders, and Torn Banner Studios' multiplayer medieval action title Chivalry 2 are the PS Plus games for the month of May. All games will be added on May the 2nd and will remain available for subscribers on the service until June the 6th. That means subscribers have until the 1st of May to redeem April's offerings, which are Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Tales of Iron, and Meet Your Maker. Sony will, of course, be adding a longer list of titles to the PS Plus game catalogue for the other stuff that we're not bothered about. Basically, if you're paying for the extra tiers, there's more stuff, but you can find that information elsewhere. So PlayStation subscribers get Grid Legends, Chivalry 2, and Descenders as their free games in next month's PS Plus free games offering. Nice, but I don't have a PlayStation. I've got a PC, and that's it. What do I get? Well, that's good that you asked me, because this is what you get for PC. Breath, Edge, and Poker Club. So Epic's first freebie this week is a matter of space survival. In Breath Edge, you'll have to scavenge for salvage after a mysterious crash of a massive space hearse, building tools and repairing vehicles to keep yourself clinging to life. I'm told it features crude humor. Everyone's favorite space pastime. Nice. So Breath Edge is your first game, and then Read 'em and Weep. Epic sweetening the pot with Poker Club, and that's no bluffing. Ante up. Nice. Feels like I've written this, or Luke, somewhere between the two. It's Poker Phrases time. Poker Club is, virtual poker in 4K. It has more than 10 Texas Hold'em modes, which is more Texas Hold'em modes than I knew existed. Well, great write-up. I think is it Morgan Park still? Yeah, Morgan Park with contributions from Lincoln Carpenter this week from the PC Gamer. So those are your games. Breath, Edge, and Poker Club. If you've got a PC and you want some free games, then either open up the Epic Launcher or just going to the Epic Store website. You can redeem them through the store online as well. You don't have to have the launcher on your PC. There's your freebies. Nice. Yeah. Any of those tickle your fancy bit?
Yes, I played Chivalry. I was waiting for that game for ages, and it came on Game Pass, and it's basically Battlefield, but in medieval times. It's brutally gory, and it's fantastic. It is quite difficult, though. It is quite a learning curve to try and get your... Obviously, in FPSs, there's not really a block button. The bullets just come at you. But obviously in Chivalry there is. So it's just trying to
Bits in it!
Obviously trying to parry and block and then attack and stuff like that. It is got a little bit of a difficult learning curve in my opinion, but it's a very good time.
It's a baby game. #baby game.
It is a baby game.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up there. Before we do, I want to point out the fact that Iron Drew has just thrown down 1 bit, which is obviously Drew special. Big fan. But I want to point out that Drew has drewed with Drew's reply. I'm assuming it's Iron Drew. It says Drew with a W on my tweet that I can see on my phone just to the side of me. And I'm assuming this is in response to us getting rejected. PUBG partner says, "My thoughts are with you in this difficult time." It's an absolute Drew response. If that was you, Drew, I feel it has to be the fact that you dropped the bit just after that's happened. Then 10 out of 10. Nice. GG's. You can piss on stuff on Breath Edge. Open up Epic Games Store. Add to library. Nice. So it was me. Let's go. I appreciate you drewing with the Drewness. Nice. Okay, we're going to wrap things up because Drew's here. Right? Nice. Okay. Nice.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You do deserve it, though. Thank you. See, that's the thing, though. I know you enough, Drew, to know that the banter, that's what you were saying. That's what you were saying. I get it. I understand. I know. But we've been speaking about the fact that Microsoft says the fact that the Activision deal block has happened in Britain is the darkest day in 4 decades for the UK. Yeah, ish. I can see where you're coming from, though. Profits. But yeah, I get it. Sony smashed its console shipping record for the first quarter of this year by selling 6.3 million consoles. That's over double what it sold in its best year for the PS4. Lego is coming to Fortnite, according to rumours and leaks. Could be here for Christmas. Grid Legends, Descenders, and Chivalry 2 are coming free on PS Plus. And Breath Edge and Poker Club are coming free to the Epic Games Store. That is your news and your free Game Friday roundup. Let's go, baby. I'd get Bibby to play it for you, but you know, can't give you everything one day. You've had a lot of free games. We'll get that next week.
I've got too much to play at the moment, Graham.
I meant the guitar, not the games.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I apologise.
He's got too much to play. Fuck the guitar.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I actually can't get to my guitar now because it's behind my PC tower because I've genuinely just running out of space here as I'm pulling everything out.
I know, man.
No.
Poker Club, we could have a poker night.
Yeah, right.
Only
to play the bloody thing.
Only if we do it for legit money and then get blacklisted for gambling on Twitch. Maybe not. Okay, we'll do it for like actual sprinkles. That's it. We'll find a way of making people throw the sprinkles into a pot and then whoever wins takes it all. God damn. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're going to disappear. We appreciate you all sticking around. Once again, we appreciate everyone that has interacted with our tweets about PUBG partnership. As mentioned, we don't feel like that will actually change anything, but we do feel like the wonderful content that we've created with you guys over the last 12 months and the 4 years before those 12 months hasn't really been seen. And we feel like it needed to be said just to get it out there, which might help us and put us in better stead for getting PUBG partner next time. We're incredibly proud of what we've done and the support that you guys have shown, which is the reason why we felt the need to speak up. So thank you very much for everyone that did like the tweet, everyone that retweeted the tweet, everyone that posted messages at PUBG and stuff like that, and Drew as well. Everyone else, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. But have yourselves a beautiful day. Remember, we will be back tomorrow for some PUBG fun times at 10 a.m.-ish. Bibby will be back on Sunday. What are we playing, Bib?
That's a very good question. I'm still unsure. I really want to play Dead Island, but I also really want to play Resident Evil. But I think I'm going to go with Resident Evil because I've still not picked it up and carried on playing with it since the last stream because obviously I want to complete it on stream. And obviously me not playing it is fucking getting on my nerves, so it probably will be that. But depending on what happens tonight, I might be able to jump on with a late stream. To play some more Dead Island or something. I'm not too sure. I want to be able to shout and shit like that with Resident Evil. So Dead Island makes it more of a, okay, we'll play this in the evening when everyone's gone to bed kind of vibe.
Yeah, Dead Island does the shouting for you. So you don't need to do it.
Very much.
Put your fist through someone's face. I don't need to shout. The game's done it for me. No, that makes sense. Plus, I'd have said the same. I'd have gone for Resi first and finished that off, and then you leave a free pass at Dead Island. Then after that, you've started and played a lot more of Resi. Finish that one off and then move on is the way to do it. PUBG has made a huge mistake. You gents are awesome. You're awesome. Max, god damn. Nietzsche says, time to get my sprinkles back off the Whopper. you can have my 73k. Nice. So yeah, remember, 2 streams this weekend, potentially even a late stream tonight. But before all that happens, is there all you'd like to add, Mr. Bib?
Yes, thank you very much to each and every one of you that have joined us for the 2 episodes this week. It's probably going to be 2 episodes next week because when I'm in the office, we are currently undergoing a lot of maintenance and I won't have access to any of the the production stations, the desk or anything like that. So it's probably going to be 2 episodes next week as well, Monday and Friday. But if you want to help shape them, there's 2 ways that you can do so. First of all, find us on social media. It is at Ice Cream Uploads across all major social media platforms. Or if you want to keep the conversation going, get involved with that Discord. We have an area in there that you can just do chitty chatty things. If you want some video game news, stick it in the scoop section and we'll be sure to talk about it in our very next show, which will be at what time on Monday? Mr. Graham Day.
Like today, 10 a.m.
Ish.
I've already got the raid queued. We are going to go and see Big Hamish because Big Ham was talking about us yesterday all the way through the stream pretty much. Even he was one of the people that was talking about us before he realized I was there. And then finished the stream and then tweeted out, and then Mrs. Ham tweeted out later on last night as well, and a bunch of people were like, well, you've done wrong if Mrs. Ham's talking about you. Good damn. So yeah. Stick around for the raid. We'll drop in on Big Hamish and enjoy the PUBGs. But from us, have yourselves a beautiful day. We'll see you over the weekend for games. But until then, stay frosty.